Good morning, children. How are you all? Had your breakfast? Take nutritious food and get immunity. Okay. So in the June class we continued the forest, the protecting. How the forest we are protecting. The lesson number 5. We completed almost everything is completed. But it's a create a timeline show the major changes use of forest in over centuries. That I want to explain detailedly about this. This is overall context of this lesson. That's why I took a lot of pen and I wrote on the board. Okay. So create a timeline to show the major changes in the use of forests over centuries. Before independence, during the British rule, before that also how the tribal people are there and how their lives were going on and how they suffered, how they tortured by the British people. These are all comes under this. And what is the here the event and changes in affecting tribal people. How the tribal people lives were changed in a different time. Arrival when the Britishers rule, how it was, and emergence of agriculture when it is converted into agriculture. Then how what are the government rules were applied for them and changes in affecting tribal life and how they are when it is changed to agriculture, forest to agriculture, then they how their changes affect lives affect and arrival of the colonial rule. That means when the Britishers came, how that impact was on the tribal people and what are the government rules after and the British rule and during the British rule and impact of forest. That these are all in a different three times. What is the impact of forest? On the forest, what is the impact? How the forests are changing? Is it growing? Afforestation is taking place or deforestation is taking place? That all we'll see in this one timeline question. Okay, so create a timeline to show the major changes in the use of forests over centuries. So first event is emergence of agriculture. Emergence of agriculture. That means when the forests are sometimes they are slowly converted into the agriculture. So such a time changes in affecting the tribal people. So such a time what is the effect on the tribal people? Due to this, the tribal changed their traditional foods and began to cultivate crops like cereals and grains, etc. So before that, you all know what the tribal people occupation they were doing podu culture. What is going to be podu culture? I explained. Podu culture is nothing but shifting cultivation or jumping cultivation. That means they thought that 2 years one piece of land they will cut and they will do cultivation, and after that they feel that it is unfertile. That's why they burn that land and they will go to some other place. They will shift to some other place. So that is shifting cultivation or jamming cultivation, or we can say it as a podu agriculture, podu cultivation. So due to this, the tribals changed their traditional food. Because when the forests are emerging, the forests are slowly coming to the agricultural lands. So that time, the tribals changed their traditional foods. Before that, whatever they were eating tubers, they were eating, they are hunting the animals and all. Slowly, even they came to agriculture. They started different traditional foods. Cultivation started and began cultivate crops like cereals, grains, pulses and all. They started in the forests. So that is one effect change in the tribal people, and that is how that was impact on the forest. Due to this, the tribals started shifting to podu cultivation. Before that, actually podu cultivation was not there. Because of this agriculture, when started agriculture, then shifting of podu cultivation, and first land changed as agriculture. So forest lands are simply they were cutting and then clearing the forest and they are starting the agriculture there. But they took care to ensure the regeneration of animals and trees. But at the same time, I told you, the tribal people are very clever, though they are uneducated and they did not have any technology, even though they are very great than us. We know everything and we are spoiling the earth. We are educated people, but what they are doing? They are balancing the environment. They are completely, they don't know anything about the great, environmental crisis, global warming, such names, they are not aware of those things. But wherever they are, in whichever forest they are completely balancing the environment, balancing the nature. Regeneration of our plants and trees they were doing. If the one piece of land they cut for agriculture, in the other place they are planting more trees and other things. Like that was the impact of a forest and the emergence of agriculture. And the second thing, arrival of the colonial rule, arrival of the Britishers. 200 years back, the Britishers were, they arrived to India and they started, first they came for trade and commerce. But after that, what they have done? They seen our glory in India, our natural resources and all they have seen, and they have seen us as a market for the finished product and the supplier of the raw material to the nation, to their nations. So, such a time they arrived 200 years back, and after their arrival, the tribals lost their control and rights over the forests completely. When they entered into in India, they lost their control over the forests, and the laws restricted and the customary rights of the tribals and uses the forest, they became homeless. So completely what they have done till that time, they thought that is the homeland for them. The tribal people, they thought that it was the homeland because the generation when the people are dwelling there, isn't it? People are living there from since many years. The forefathers, the ancestors of their families, they were staying there. So once they arrived at the Britishers, then what happened? They lost their control on land, lost their control on forests. And the laws restricted the customary rights of the tribals and uses of forests. So they have given some limitations to the tribal people. How they have given the restricted laws? If you are going somewhere, you are taking that even the small twigs or branches, dried branches of trees, or if they are taking any resources from the forest, very little they take. Even for that also they made a lot of restrictions, and they lost their rights like that. And they became the homeless. Many people became the homeless. We have seen in many movies. Recently in Saira movie also, he explained the same thing. How the British people were exploited tribal people. And the forests under the control. What is the impact of forest? We see. Forests were under the control of Britishers and a forest department. They started a department, forest department completely, and the land was handed over to the farmers and jamindaris. British consumed much wood as the industries were developed. I told you already why they came to India. The Britishers particularly came to India for to take the raw materials, to drain out our resources from India to England. So for that thing, they need a lot of wood for furnitures, even for railway wagons. In those times, the railway tracks and railway goods, railway body, everything, rail body is completely with the wood only they made. So such a time they need a lot of wood. And shipping industry, for shipping industry also they need a lot of very good wood. And they have even taken sandalwood, saltwood, teak wood and all. They have taken. So for their industries, these people, they handed over to these forests are handed over to forest department as well as the jamindaris. So these jamindaris also exploiting the tribal people, and British consumed much wood, particularly why they were exploited wood because of many industries. Because these are the supplier of, they have seen India as the supplier of raw materials. So such a time the wood is the industries for their development of the industries, they have taken all the wood. So such a time the British, the impact of the forests are very shortly clearing of all the forests. See, the cutting of a tree is not a big deal, isn't it? But it takes, when the growing of a tree, it takes much time, 20 to 25 years, isn't it? So once you cut all the trees, now what you will get remain? The clearing of forest, isn't it? So that is the great impact of forest in those times. And the government rules. So finally, after the Britishers' departure, government rules were started again. They also continued like British only. So what is the the change in affecting tribal people is things did not really change for the better of the tribal people. Even after getting independence also, the colonial rule was completely gone. Even after independence also, the government, the same rules, Indian government also, the same rules were following. They continued to follow the British forest policy. As a result of these policies, the condition of the tribal people continued to worsen. Worsen is that was a miserable condition to the tribal people. So this is the change affecting of the tribal life. They are completely worst. And next, in 1988, the government declared national forest policy. The primary task is to associate tribals in the protection and regeneration of forests. Yesterday I explained in this lesson. Regeneration, revival and regeneration and development. There are three important words. What are that? Revival, regeneration and development. So revival, regeneration and development was happened. Finally, this led to joint forest management with the government, and the next Forest Management Act in 2006, they completely restored the tribal people's rights, and forests are increasing slowly, and it is completely in the hands of tribals right now. So this was the situation. So when he asks 8-mark question, what is the create a timeline to show the major changes in the use of forests over centuries means, you have to write the event, changes in affecting the tribal people life and impact of the forest. Thank you, children. I hope everyone understood.